Hi everybody, it's John with Backyard Eden, and I just thought I would bring you a quick look at what I'm doing today, and really just a couple of things that are on my mind. So, I think it's officially spring, and we just had another cold snap over the weekend. Saturday it was like 30 in April. Really? Um, but I think it's pretty much officially spring. I mean, isn't the first day of spring like March the 21st? I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, I think it's pretty much this actually spring now. We can start getting stuff planted out. I've already got stuff started, of course. But I do need to get my tomatoes and my peppers and my eggplants and all that stuff transplanted out into the garden, because, quite frankly, the greenhouse is crazy. It is overflowing as usual. If you haven't checked out our greenhouse update, you can check that out right here. There'll be another one coming up soon. But so yeah, that's just kind of what we're doing today, is just pondering: can we plant? Can we not plant? It's pretty warm today. It's probably in the low 50s right now. I do have a jacket on, but I don't know, my arms get cold. I also have on shorts, so but that's pretty much, I mean, I wore shorts on Saturday. That's pretty much my normal attire. So I think it's pretty much spring. Generally what we do here on our homestead, on our urban lot, where we're located, we generally wait till after Easter, and we're usually safe. So we wanted to make sure we waited until after that, until all the danger of frost is over. And what I would stress to you is do the same thing. Talk to the local, and this is how I found out. This is how I found out that little trick, or that little tip, is I talked to the local people, the local gardeners, the local farmers that were growing food in my area, and they said always wait until after Easter. So, I mean, who else to ask? I mean, who better to ask? Who better to find out from than people that have been growing food in your area successfully, or maybe not successfully. But yeah, so that's who I found out, and I've been using it ever since. So it's officially spring. We're going to start getting stuff planted probably in the next day or two. The peppers and the tomatoes and stuff will be making their way out to their garden homes. And so that's pretty exciting. The next thing I kind of wanted to talk to you about was, I lost my train of thought. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, so kind of the plan, if you will, for getting these planted out. I think what we're going to have to do, because we have so many plants, is I've been kind of pondering a marathon plant. Meaning, let's pick a day, me, my wife, my oldest daughter, we're the ones that do a lot of the stuff in the garden. The younger kids, they do help on occasion and do certain things. But me, my wife, my oldest daughter, who's 11, who actually helped me yesterday with a project in the garden, thinking what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to plan a time and plant as much stuff as possible, because we have a ton of peppers. We have a ton of tomatoes. I counted my tomatoes. Yeah, it's insane. I have 72 tomato plants. Where am I going to put those? I have no idea. I also have well over 100 pepper plants. It's clear I'm not going to be able to plant all those, because if you look behind me, those raised beds are full right now. That one right here is full of broccoli and cabbages and flowers and different things. Some red Russian kale as well, and I'll give you an update on that as well. And then the one over here is full of broccoli and Brussels and beets and garlic and onions and all that. And so 2 of those beds are already full. And then I've got other beds, and those, they're not going to hold 100 plus peppers. So I'm trying to figure out that. I've got a couple of ideas. So I think one of the ideas I'm going to do is I think I'm going to plant them directly in the ground. You heard me, directly in the ground. I don't normally do that. I've got an area beside the house on the outside in the front yard that is in ground, sort of a back to Eden style bed. I brought in a load of compost, layered that on top, and planted directly into it. I didn't till, I didn't do anything, and it's been working great ever since. But I think what I'm going to do with some of the tomatoes, some of the peppers, even some of the squash, is I'm going to plant them directly into the ground. Now, here's where I kind of am thinking that this might be successful. So what I'm thinking about doing is digging a hole in the ground, taking the soil that I dig out of it, because we have clay soil. And the problem with clay soil is when it gets wet, it gets really wet and gets really soggy and really swampy, marshy, however you want to say that. And then when it dries out, it becomes like concrete. So the roots have a hard time breathing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the soil out of the hole. I'm going to mix it in with some good potting soil, some good compost, put that back in the hole, and plant my tomato, my pepper, my squash, whatever, into it. So that's actually a gardening method. I can't really remember the name of it right this second, but it's a common practice. I've used it before in other applications. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try it. We're going to put some in the front yard. Yeah, we're going to put some squash and stuff in the front yard. We'll see how that goes. Our local municipality is, I don't know, they're pretty picky. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan. I think we're going to do a planting marathon. See how many plants we can knock out in a few hours. Otherwise, I'm going to be planting from now until fall. That sounds like a lot of work. So hopefully I can talk the wife and the oldest into helping. The last thing I kind of wanted to talk to you about is direct sowing some seeds. You know, I start a lot of stuff in the greenhouse. I start a lot of stuff indoors. But one of the easiest ways to get plants is to just direct seed them into the garden. I will show you a couple of things that I direct seeded. And they'll be coming up soon. There's a lot of stuff I direct seeded. The garden outside that I was telling you about outside in front by the house, it's all direct seeded. But we direct seeded, me and my oldest daughter, we direct seeded some cucumbers and some sunflowers. I guess it was 2 nights ago, maybe 3 nights ago. I don't even remember. But they're already starting to come up, so it's pretty sweet. I'll give you a little clue on that, and I'll also show you this other bed over here. This was all direct seeded. So definitely direct seed stuff in your garden because it's easy. You simply seed some stuff into the bed or into the pot or whatever, and then water it and walk away. There's not 6 weeks or 8 weeks of taking care of it inside or in the greenhouse to get it ready to go out. So definitely check out direct seeding, and we'll have some more videos coming up on that. But let's take a look. All right, so this is the bed I was talking about. Now I've got a couple of things planted in here. You can check out, these are okra. I did okra, and some of them have gotten beat up. I think the dog stepped on that one, so I'll have to get some new stuff. But I've got some more plants in the greenhouse. But right here you can check out, there's a sunflower coming up right there. Yeah, and then there's another one coming up right, let's see, where's it at? Right here. Hard to tell. But those are just direct seeded in. It was super simple. Just drop them in, cover them up, and go. So the sunflowers are coming up. We also planted, here's a sunflower, planted a cucumber right in this area. And so the plan is for the sunflower to grow up, we'll have the cucumber trellis up the sunflower all the way. These are mammoth Russians. They'll get about, they'll get definitely over the fence. The last time I grew mammoth Russian sunflowers, they got to be 10 feet tall easily. And Also over here, this is something else that I direct seeded out. These are, of course, this is garlic that I keep moving out of the way. This is garlic that I had missed last year. And so, but these are radishes that I direct seeded in. This is marigolds. These are marigolds that I seeded in. Over here, let me try to get a better angle. Right there in the corner, or well, it's a round container, but right here in this kind of tucked in here, this is New Zealand spinach. I did not start this. This is a volunteer. Same thing with this one in the back, right there behind the trellis. Right there is a volunteer. And then these are yard-long beans that I direct seeded in right along this trellis. They'll trellis up. So, but yeah. So yeah, that's definitely something to check out. Direct seeding can definitely make your life easier when it comes to starting stuff in the garden. There's a ton of different plants that grow super well from just putting the seed in the ground. So yeah, I've got an article over my website. Definitely check that out. I'll link in the description below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing. If you haven't checked us out on social media, you can find the links in the description below. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Hey, you made it to the end. Awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that right below this video. And please, if you enjoyed it, share with your friends. And I hope that you come back and continue to watch our content, and also have an awesome day.